everyone, welcome back. Today, we are going to talk about something super cool. The 3 different ways people buy and sell stocks. You might have heard words like day trading, swing trading, or investing. But what do they actually mean? And which one is right for you? By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how each one works. And trust me, it's way easier than it sounds. Let's dive in. What is a stock? Okay, before we get into the different types of trading, let's make sure we all know what a stock actually is. A stock is like a tiny piece of a company. Imagine your favorite company. Maybe it's Nike or Apple or even McDonald's. That company is worth a lot of money. So they split the ownership into millions of little pieces, and those pieces are called stocks. When you buy a stock, you actually become a part owner of that company. Pretty cool, right? And here's the fun part. If the company does really well and keeps growing, your stock becomes worth more money than you paid for it. That's how people make money. So think of it like this. Your company does well, your stock does up, and you've got potential growth. It's that simple. Now that we know what a stock is, let's talk about the 3 main ways people actually use them. There's day trading, swing trading, and investing. Now here's the key thing to remember, and this is super important. The biggest difference between all 3 is simply how long you hold on to the stock before you sell it. That's it. One buys and sells super fast. One takes a little longer, and one holds on for a really long time. We are going to break down each one down so it makes total sense. Let's start with the fastest one first. Alright, first up, day trading. This one is the fastest of all 3. A day trader buys a stock in the morning and sells it that same day. Sometimes within just a few minutes or hours. They're not trying to get rich off one stock growing over years. Instead, they're trying to make small profits from tiny price changes throughout the day. And here's a really important rule for day traders. They close out all their trades before the market closes for the night. So they can never go to sleep holding a stock. Every day is basically a fresh start. Here's a simple example. Imagine you buy a stock for $10 in the morning. By lunchtime, it goes up to $10.50. So you sell it. That's 50 cents of profit. It doesn't sound like a lot, but day traders do this over and over and over again with a lot of money at once. So remember, day trading is the same thing, minutes to hours, and small moves add up fast. For beginners, I would not recommend day trading. It's a risky field. So beginners should try a different method for their stocks. Okay, so day trading sounds pretty exciting, right? Buy in the morning, sell a few hours later, make some money. But like everything, it has its good and its bad. Let's break it down. The pros, the good stuff first. Day trading gives you fast results. You don't have to wait months or years to see if you made money. You know by the end of the day. And there are tons of trading opportunities. The market moves up and down all day long, so there are always chances to make a move. But here's where we have to be honest. The cons are real. Day trading is high risk. Prices can move against you just as fast as they move for you, and you can lose money quickly. It also requires your full attention. You have to watch the screen constantly, almost like a video game you cannot pause. And here's the big one. Most beginners find it really difficult. Even a lot of adults who try day trading end up losing money. It's almost like gambling. So it's exciting, but it's definitely not easy. Think of it as the advanced level. Now let's talk about the middle ground. Swing trading. If day trading is like a sprint, swing trading is more like a jog. Instead of buying and selling on the same day, a swing trader holds on to a stock for several days, weeks, or even a few months. They're not trying to catch tiny little price moves like a day trader. They're waiting for bigger moves, like when the stock goes from $20 all the way up to $28. That's an $8 profit per share. And they're okay with being patient and waiting a few weeks to get there. Think of it like this. Imagine you notice your friend's lemonade stand is getting really popular. You think in a few weeks everyone in the neighborhood is going to want some. So you invest now, wait for the hype to grow, and then sell it when the price is higher. That's swing trading. So swing trading is holding for days, 2 months, wait for bigger price moves, and way less stressful than day trading. And finally, the last one, long-term investing. This one is my personal favorite to talk about, especially for beginners. Investing is when you buy a stock and hold on to it for a really long time. We're not talking hours, days, or even weeks. We're talking years, like 5, 10, or even 20. Investors don't really care what the stock does tomorrow or next week. They believe in the company and trust that over many years it's going to keep growing and becoming more valuable. Here's the best way to think about it. Imagine planting a tree. You don't plant a tree and then check on it every hour hoping it grew. You plant it, water it, take care of it, and come back years later to find this huge, beautiful tree. That's exactly what investing is. So instead of trying to make a quick $1 today, an investor might turn 100 into 500 or even $1,000 just by being patient and letting time do the work. And guess what? This is actually the strategy most experts recommend for beginners and young people. Because you have the most powerful thing on your side, time. So now you know all three. But you might be wondering, which one do most people actually use? The answer is investing. The majority of everyday people who are saving up for big goals like paying for college, retiring comfortably, or hitting a major life goal, they use long-term investing, not day trading. Think about your parents or grandparents. They're probably not sitting in front of a screen all day buying and selling stocks every few minutes. Most of them are slowly and steadily building wealth over time, putting money in, leaving it alone, and letting it grow. And the most successful investors in the world, people like Warren Buffett, one of the richest people ever, they swear by 3 things: patience, research, and long-term growth. Not speed, not tricks, just knowing what you're buying and waiting. So if you ever want to start your own money journey, long-term investing is the most common and most beginner-friendly place to start. The tortoise beats the hare every single time. All right, let's bring it all together. You came into this video not knowing the difference between day trading, swing trading, and long-term investing. And now you're basically an expert. Let's do a quick recap. Day trading, you buy and sell on the same day. Fast moves, fast decisions. Swing trading, you hold for days, weeks, or even months, waiting for bigger price moves. And long-term investing, you hold for years, letting your money grow slowly and steadily over time. And here's my favorite way to remember all three. Day traders watch the clock. Every minute matters. Swing traders watch the calendar. They're thinking days and weeks ahead. And investors, they watch the future. They're not stressed about today. They're thinking about where the company will be in 5 or 10 years. So which one is right for you? That's something only you can decide as you learn more. But now you have the knowledge to understand what people mean when they talk about these 3 strategies. And that's a wrap. You just learned the 3 main ways people buy and sell stocks: day trading, swing trading, and investing. You're already ahead of most people your age just by watching this. If you have any questions like which one should I try first or how do I actually buy a stock, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one and I would love to help you out. And if you want to keep learning about money, stocks, and how to build wealth from a young age, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Every video we drop is going to make you a little smarter with your money. See you next time! Guys, you just learned all about this in a 10-minute video. I'm so proud of you.